Welcome to Real Airgun Adventures. Now, this time I've got something a little bit different to show you. Where to start? I'll tell you what, we'll do the walk around and we'll go from there. Let's get going. So here we go, starting at the business end. There's a carbon fibre silencer, which seems to want to go out of focus. Moving down, see the barrels above the air cylinder on a short cut out Bullpup style of stock. Pistol grips integrated there. Trigger guards actually cut from the stock, and there's the trigger. Now the trigger itself is an adjustable single stage trigger, and the adjustment is actually just the spring behind the trigger that you adjust. Try and pan back a little bit. So it's somewhere between a pistol and a rifle. Now the thing that makes this unusual is you couldn't buy this. This is something that I've made, and I've made this for my son to learn to shoot. And it's actually designed to fire 12mm dirt balls, which are for catapults really, but it fires them very well and very quietly. And it's set down to about £3/foot, so it's not particularly powerful, so it's safe, or as safe as it can be, and it allows him to learn about handling, safety, and above all, respect for the rifle itself. So I didn't want to make it too ugly or too prissy, so I've come down with I suppose it's kind of a brocock kind of design really, blast from the past. There's a couple of things missing. I've taken the scope rail off, because I put the scope on another rifle, and the rail wasn't very good actually, so I'm in the process of sorting out a new one and a new scope for him, and I'm changing the block over as we speak, and you'll see later that I've got dirty hands. Anyway, we'll just cut away from there. Just go back to a quick overall look at the thing. This is, I suppose it's probably the third or fourth gun that I've made, and actually I made this last year, but it's having a bit of a revamp and some modifications. I'm actually planning to line the barrel and change the way that the thing loads and cocks as well, and I'll cover that in a later video. Behind me, which I'm not going to show you today, there's a pile of unfinished projects, including another PCP which is going to be all stainless steel. I will finish that and I will show you that one. I'm just going to take this out and shoot a few frozen peas actually at a paper target at 10 yards, and I'll show you those results. I'm not going to attempt to film me shooting it on my own, it's not going to work, but I'll show you the target and I'll run through the capabilities that this little thing has. And there you have it. That's only 10 yards and without a scope or any proper sights really, but I am quite used to shooting this. And these are bird's eye frozen garden peas, and they go for the paper target because it's hitting them quite hard and we're quite close. But it just shows you, it's effective, and it's a good way to teach the kids to learn about shooting and how to handle a gun. And if they do shoot the occasional frozen pea into the neighbour's garden, it's not really a big issue. Although that hasn't happened yet, I'm sure it will. I can put this over the chrono. I know it's set down to about £3/foot, and that's where I keep it, because it's a training gun. But I can tweak it up, and when I finish the modifications, I should be able to fire 2.2 pellets. So that will be an interesting video. And when I finish the stainless steel one behind me, that will be a very interesting video. I will just say that building guns is great fun. It's also potentially very dangerous. Compressed air can explode, so you have to have a pretty good idea of what you're doing. Use the right materials. I've done a few of these, and these are all relatively low pressure guns, so there's no real danger. And having a chronograph is essential because you need to know the power output, you need to know the muzzle velocity. You could easily fall foul of the law and find yourself in some very hot water. Anyway, moving on. The next video will possibly be this gun again, actually, and I'll show you the modifications and get some assistance, and I can show you it actually firing. There are a couple of people that will see this and they've seen me with this, they know it fires and they know what it can do, and one or two have actually fired it as well. But anyway, that's my little kids training Bullpup, which is going to have a new lease of life this year, and I shall be showing you some of the other projects. At least one of them is a bit off the reservation, but it'll be interesting. I'll probably change that trigger actually, looking at that, but there you go, more to come. So just a quick roundup then. That's my homemade Bullpup gun. If you'd like to see other homemade guns, one or two a bit off the wall, let me know and I'll do more videos. This one's going to come back with some modifications. It's time, I think, to introduce my son to firing pellets at the targets. His new scope should be here in a couple of days and we'll get that on. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and any comments I'll get back to you. Love to know what you think. Thanks then, bye bye.